Welcome to my final presentation for my Alaska Native Studies course up at the University of Alaska Fairbanks. Per my honors requirements, I decided to post this video onto YouTube so that I can connect with an online community and spread the word about the revolutionary Elizabeth Petrovich. My name is Emily Cooley, and I'm a freshman in biological sciences, and the date is April 30th, 2025. Without any further ado, here is Elizabeth Petrovich, her life story. Elizabeth Wanamaker was born in Petersburg, Alaska, on July 4, 1911, in the southeast region. She was a member of the Tlingit Nation and was adopted by Andrew and Mary Wanamaker, who were speakers of Tlingit as well as English, and brought Elizabeth up in a bilingual household. She attended Ketchikan High School and graduated in 1931. She then met and married Roy Petrovich, a fellow Tlingit member and Ketchikan alum, in 1933. Elizabeth Petrovich grew up poor and experienced heavy racial discrimination and segregation, which inspired her to become an advocate for her own as well as other Alaska Native people's civil and societal rights. She then moved to Juneau with her husband in 1941 to fight against governmental legislation, as he was the leader of the Alaska Native Brotherhood and she was the Grand President of the Alaska Native Sisterhood. Petrovich kick-started her campaign for an anti-discrimination bill in the same year by writing a sternly dedicated letter and gaining approval by Governor Greening to write up the bill and present it to the House. The struggle to pass a bill. It all began with this letter. Although she had gained support from Governor Greening on the matter, Elizabeth Petrovich's bill failed to pass through the Alaska State House in 1943 due to a tied vote. In a tense outrage, the Petrovich couple ventured around the state of Alaska to urge fellow Alaska Natives and Native Alaskans alike to join their fight for justice. These are the years of persistence. Throughout the next two grueling years, 1943 to 1945, Elizabeth fought for her campaign with Roy, becoming two renowned symbols for civil rights and justice for Alaska Natives. She worked with people all around the state, as well as drafted legislature and lobbied territorial legislators for more support. At long last, with more Native support in the House, specifically two Alaska Native members in agreement with Petrovich's draft, the bill was officially passed and moved on through to the Alaska Senate in 1945. Finally, political and legislative gold had been struck. After a strenuous 2-hour-long Senate hearing and an inspiring intellectual speech by Elizabeth Petrovich, her bill was officially passed and signed into law by Governor Greening on February 16, 1945, becoming the first ever anti-discrimination law in Alaska's history, as well as the first of its kind to ever strike federal law in the United States legal history. To conclude, let's take a look at her continued political activism. After her bill was passed, she continued to fight for civil rights in Alaska and all around the country for several meaningful years. She was still a prominent member in the Alaska Native Sisterhood, fought for Alaska Native voting rights, and laid the foundation for the passing of the Alaska Native Claims Settlement Act, known as the ANCSA, in 1971. She also participated in major social reforms for healthcare, education, and services for Alaska Native peoples all across the last frontier. What does her legacy mean to us in this present day? Well, Elizabeth Petrovich tragically passed away in 1958 at the age of 47 from breast cancer. However, her legacy burns brighter than ever before. In fact, 44 years after her bill was signed into law in 1988, the state of Alaska officially named February 16th as Elizabeth Petrovich's Day to honor and celebrate her victories for Alaska Native as well as Native American civil rights. Further, on the 75th anniversary in 2020, the U.S. Mint released 5 million $1 coins to commemorate the bill and her life story as a member of the Tlingit Nation. Thank you so much for coming with me on this journey of learning about the infamous Elizabeth Petrovich. I hope this inspired you to learn even more about Alaska Native civil rights and the ongoing racial struggle being faced in our country today, even long after this revolutionary civil rights activist has left our realm. Here are my references. Thank you so much.